except for those on the wealthiest 2%, as a way to reduce the dreaded deficit. It's an idea already percolating among the governors. 8 states have increased so-called millionaire income taxes so far as a way of avoiding drastic budget cuts on health and education. And on Tuesday, voters could make Washington state the 9th. But with our national debt in the trillions, budget experts will tell you that just taxing the rich isn't enough. One Republican brave enough to go public is David Stockman, President Reagan's budget director. He says all the Bush tax cuts should be eliminated, even those on the middle class. And he says his own Republican Party has gone too far with its anti-tax religion. Tax cutting is a religion. What do you mean by that?
Well, it's become, in the sense, an absolute, something that can't be questioned, something that's gospel, something that's sort of embedded in the catechism, and so scratch the average Republican today, he'll say tax cuts, tax cuts, tax cuts.
Cut taxes.
Cutting taxes. Make the tax cuts permanent.
It's rank demagoguery. We should call it for what it is. If these people were all put into a room on penalty of death to come up with how much they could cut, they couldn't come up with 50 billion when the problem is 1.3 trillion. So to stand before the public and rub raw this anti-tax sentiment, the Republican Party, as much as it pains me to say this, should be ashamed of themselves.
This from Ronald Reagan's old budget director? Architect of the largest tax cut in American history? But he doesn't let the Democrats off the hook. He says he cringes when he hears the president say things like this.
Well, I believe we ought to make the tax cuts for the middle class permanent.
We have now got both parties essentially telling a big lie with a capital B and a capital L to the public. And that is that we can have all this government, 24% of GDP, this huge entitlement program, all of the bailouts, and yet we don't have to tax ourselves and pay our bills. That's delusional.
Why isn't this statement correct? We cannot really deal with the deficit until we get our recovery underway.
The recovery has already happened. It is weak. It is tepid.
How can you say the recovery has happened when we have 10% unemployment?
The unemployment rate is not going to drop by any material amount anytime soon. And we're going to be in a period of austerity. We've had a 30-year spree of really phony prosperity in this country.
Now our national debt is growing by $100 billion a month. For those who say cutting spending is the answer, Stockman says both parties have thrown in the towel on that.
Finally, even Republicans have said there's nothing significant we want to cut. They don't want to cut Social Security entitlements, they don't want to cut Medicare reimbursement to doctors, farm subsidies, education loans for middle-class students, certainly not defense.
Many of the states are in the same boat, facing huge deficits with few prospects for cutting, which is why Washington State is joining the movement across the country to tax the rich.
Hey, everybody.
On Tuesday, voters will decide on Initiative 1098 that would create an income tax, but only on the wealthy, of whom there are many, 133,000 millionaires and 7 billionaires, including Bill Gates of Microsoft.
Thank you.
His father, Bill Gates Sr., has poured his own money into backing Initiative 1098.
Some people say Initiative 1098 is about soaking the rich.
The tax would bring in $3 billion a year to be spent mainly on education, which has suffered cutbacks as the state reels under a massive deficit.
Vote yes on 1098. It's good for Washington.
Washington is one of only 7 states without any income tax. The proposal would create a 5% rate on income over $200,000 for individuals and $400,000 for couples. A 9% rate kicks in at $500,000 on individuals and $1 million for couples. Let's say a couple earns $500,000.
Okay.
How much do you think they'll have to pay?
Well, they would pay $5,000 because that's 5% of the $100,000 on which they would pay.
Oh, they'd only pay on the $100,000. They're exempt up to the $400,000.
Precisely.
So they'd only pay on $100,000.
Precisely.
That's not very much if
Precisely.
you earn that kind of money.
Precisely.
His son Bill is on his side, along with the public employees unions. The other side is a who's who of the state's big businesses, Boeing, Amazon, and even Microsoft. Bill Gates is still chairman, but the CEO, Steve Ballmer, opposes the initiative, which is why they're calling this the Battle of the Billionaires. Is it awkward?
The word awkward fits, yes.
Ballmer's side argues that the soak the rich tax would stifle high-tech innovation and lead to businesses moving out of the state. We asked Microsoft, Amazon, and Boeing for interviews, but they all declined. Businesses are saying they'll leave.
Yes, the real truth of the matter is that the people that own businesses are the people who will be paying the tax, and my analysis is they don't want to pay the tax.
The rich guys
The
don't
rich
want
guys don't want to pay the tax.
to... Are you saying you just think they're greedy?
No,